Hi, and welcome to the Memphis Flyer podcast. Happy Thanksgiving. It's Thanksgiving week, and we've got our annual Black Friday gift guide, which is all locals, by the way, because that's how we roll here in the 901. We're going to talk about that a little bit more with our managing editor, Abigail Marisi, here in just a minute. But first, let me bring up to date about what is in the flyer this week. News wise, first of all, Toby Sells is reporting on bad news if you like cannabis. Uh, the cannabis flower with THCA has been available in stores around Tennessee, and it looks like that's not going to be the case anymore in early December. The legislature is fighting over that and over those regulations, and it might come back or it might not. Who knows? Meanwhile, the nationally, the feds are looking to decriminalize marijuana or deschedule it, is what they call it, to change the schedule, the DEA drug schedule on it, so it would be more available and less illegal. So who knows? Those two things seem to be in collision right now. So who knows what's going to happen? I guess stay tuned on that for next year. Jackson Baker has 3 or 4 items in his column this week, one of which is that the gun referenda that we passed during the last election, banning assault rifles and also requiring permits to carry open carry handguns. Those are coming under legal challenge by the Tennessee Gun Owners Association. So we'll see how that works out. Keep an eye on that. In music, Alex Green talks to the Iron Mike Coalition. You know, back in the aughts, those guys were everywhere. And they're having a 20th anniversary reunion. And they're really great. Memphis hip hop pioneers that don't get their due, in my opinion. So keep an eye out for that. Like I said, it's Thanksgiving, and if you're not in the mood to cook, Michael Donahue has a rundown on the Thanksgiving meals that various restaurants are cooking around the city. So definitely pick up a physical copy or go online and check that out. I reviewed Gladiator II this week. It's a Ridley Scott movie, sequel to the 2000 film, which was Best Picture. Paul Mescal is replacing Cameron Crowe. Listen to me. Paul Mescal is replacing Russell Crowe, who is different categorically from Cameron Crowe and was also a better gladiator than Cameron Crowe. And it is, it's good spectacle. It looks cool. Ridley Scott still knows how to stage a battle scene, of course, but it just felt unnecessary to me and maybe just really campy, frankly. And Paul Mescal just does not have the juice that Russell Crowe had. It just is not the same without him. So, if you're really into the Roman Empire, which apparently all men are, or if you're really into, Pedro Pascal, who plays a Roman general, you can check it out. But or if you're just a huge Ridley Scott fan, a Ridley Scott completist. But other than that, I maybe wait for it on streaming if you care about it at all. I don't know. I just was not moved by it. But anyways, here is Abigail, and let's talk about Thanksgiving. Hey, Abigail, how's it
Hi,
going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Why don't you tell the folks at home where you are?
I'm in New Orleans for Thanksgiving.
Well, that's good because we're talking about Thanksgiving this week. And
Yeah.
the paper, you supervised gift guide, putting all that together
Mhm.
this year. Why don't you tell the folks about it?
Well, I mean, every year we do our shop local gift guide because we want to encourage our readers to, shop local because we got a bunch of great stores and local makers in Memphis. And so each year our writers, pick and choose their favorite stores and makers. And we've got a bunch this year. I believe Chrissy wrote about River City Records.
Yeah, I went down there, and that's on South Main, at 101 South Main, and I talked to the folks down there about they said that vinyl is still big. They're selling a lot of turntables actually, and that's what they expect. This season, they got a lot of stuff in. The Taylor Swift and that stuff is still super big. So you know, go check that out if you want to. If you have somebody on your list that seems like that would be good, that they like records like me, for example. If I'm on your list, maybe not a Taylor Swift record, but I mean, I don't know. I'm fine with Taylor Swift. I'm cool with her.
Yeah.
But if you're shopping for me, for example, River City Records would be a good place to go. What about you?
I mean, you can get me a Taylor Swift record.
Oh
Um,
yeah, of course. I got no beef with Taylor Swift. I just want to be clear about that. I don't want anybody.
you
I
don't
don't
want
want to get mobbed.
Well, I mean, I read about 5-in-1 Social Club, which is like a little gift store out on Summer. But they also do like workshops, craft workshops. So I mean, you can make something for your friends or family, or you can bring them along with you, or you can get them a gift card to for them to like go and make something without you if they don't like you that much. Um, and it's a really cute little place. And they have a bunch of like locally made stuff, I feel like I should say, in their store. And they have a bunch of like crafting supplies also at their store, like little kits of like embroidery things if you want to like start that out. If your buddy's been like, hey, I really want to get into embroidery. I don't know. So yeah.
Well, they've been around for a long time and have been really pillars of the creative community for many years. So yes, highly recommend going in and checking out 5-in-1. And then there's all sorts of other uh, suggestions in the gift guide. We all picked the whole staff picked a store and went and checked it out. And so you can look at that on our get a physical copy, which we love those physical copies, don't we, Abigail?
Oh yeah, they're my favorite thing.
They are the favorite thing. Or you can, if you want a degraded experience, you can go online and check it out. But we still love the online too. We love those clicks. So yeah, go and check that out. I know that everybody's going to be doing Thanksgiving stuff this weekend. I'm actually not traveling for the first time in many, many years. Well, since the pandemic, I guess we didn't go down, in 2020 or so. But I'm always on the road during Thanksgiving, usually going down to Jackson, Mississippi to visit my sisters-in-law. But this year they're coming up here. We're
Oh,
actually hosting Thanksgiving, yeah, in our house for the first time with guests in maybe ever. I don't know. But it's kind of a relief to not be traveling. But on the other hand, it's like my body feels like I should be in a car right now. Does that make any sense?
yeah, you're like kind of like prepared. You're used to it. Uh,
Yeah, exactly. I'm into it. But so yeah, you're in New Orleans, where you're from, right?
yeah, I'm from here. My whole family's from here, so uh, I'm used to being in New Orleans. My body's used to the New Orleans flair for Thanksgiving. So,
Well, I love New Orleans as always. So what do you have a big family Thanksgiving?
I mean, our family's kind of small, but yeah, everyone comes to my parents' house. So my mom's been cooking all day yesterday and all day today while I'm like working from home, and I'm like, "Do you need help?" No, I don't need help. I'm fine. I'm like, okay, type, type, type. Uh,
You just look stressed.
yeah, like getting the gift card out, having a good time because my job's like fun, and she's like chopping up onions and crying, and I'm like, okay. She's like, it's just the onions. I'm fine. Like, okay, okay, running away.
Yeah, exactly. So what are your I'm gonna put you on the spot. What does your mom cook for Thanksgiving that you like?
Well, I don't eat meat, so I don't eat any of the turkey. So I eat all the time. There's like, green bean casserole. She makes Italian potatoes, uh, broccoli with cheese, mac and cheese, um, spinach and artichoke dip, salsa, which is kind of random in there, but um,
I'll eat chips and salsa anytime. I don't care.
we make salsa. Um, so yeah, it's a good time.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Yeah. Well, but for vegetarians, it's
Mhm.
always an issue for Thanksgiving. Like, do you eat fish at all? Or are you just purely vegetarian?
Oh yeah, I eat fish. Pescatarian. I mean, being in New Orleans, I kind of have to eat some seafood. So, uh,
Well, at least it's good down there. At least they know how to cook it and it's fresh.
oh yeah, yeah. My dad's really good at cooking seafood. He boils crabs and crawfish. So maybe I'll get him to boil some crabs while I'm here. That's my favorite. So,
You should. You should get on him about that for
mhm.
sure. Well, we're making a turkey breast for the sisters
Mhm.
and my wife Laura Jean, and I'm cooking mashed potatoes, which are my specialty. I know as a McCoy, as an Irishman, you were like, surely he doesn't like mashed potatoes, but you'd be wrong because I absolutely do love them. And what I do is now I will steam them instead of boiling them. I steam them in the Instapot,
Oh,
and yeah, it's better. I think it's better. It's more flavorful. You get more like potato flavor, if that makes any sense. And then mash them up and add in the cream and the butter and but I will melt the cream and the butter and the garlic together uh while the potatoes are steaming, and then into one, like, I liquid. I
yeah,
don't know what a colloid, I guess. And then I will, as I'm mashing it, I will slowly fold that in. Yeah. And so yes, that's my garlic mashed potato recipe. Uh, in case anybody out there needs to hear that. Uh, but Abigail, thank you so much for joining us on the podcast today. Y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. Please give my regards to your family.
I will. Yeah, and happy Thanksgiving to you.
And happy Thanksgiving to everybody out there. This has been the Memphis Flyer podcast. We love you. We'll see you next week, 10 pounds heavier.